Hi everyone, my name is Norman. I run the blog nimbleneedles.com, and today I want to show you how to knit the provisional cast on using a crochet hook. Knitting a provisional cast on makes it much easier and neater to pick up stitches from the beginning of your project. You can use it for many types of double hems and cuffs. I know a lot of shawl patterns that use it, and there are just so many fun other applications. So let's dive right into it. To knit the provisional cast on, you will need some slippery scrap yarn like cotton and a crochet hook. Don't use fuzzy yarn or anything that has a lot of friction. It will make unraveling your stitches later on so much harder. And also I would take, if possible, a contrasting yarn so it's easier to make out the difference between your project and the provisional cast on. So you start with a simple slip knot, and then you add a couple of simple chain stitches. Just pull the yarn through, and then pick up your knitting needle and place it in between your crochet hook and the working yarn like this, and then crochet one chain stitch around the knitting needle, trapping it in between, and then you bring the yarn around and you add another chain stitch like so. Bring the yarn to the back again and crochet a chain stitch, and so on. One thing I would like to mention is try to crochet towards the middle of the knitting needle. Don't do it here at the, on the taper, because then your stitches might end up too tight and you can't slide them past the taper, and you really don't want that. So rather crochet here in the middle. And the thing is, the provisional cast on with the crochet hook really is my personal favorite method, because it makes counting the stitches so much easier. There are tons of other methods out there, but quite frankly, I can't make them work, for anything past 40 stitches. Comment below if it's just me, but knitting really taught me that counting past 100 is hard, like extremely hard. So once you cast on all the stitches you need, add a couple of chain stitches at the end, and then just cut the yarn. Cut the yarn, and I usually add a little knot on this end, because this will be the side where you will start unraveling. And once you've finished your provisional cast on, you can simply pick up your working yarn and start knitting according to your pattern. So knit across, there's no special method involved, just knit across any way you like. Just try to be careful, don't split the yarn, because if you split the yarn, then you will have a much harder time unraveling the stitches later on. Now, how do you pick up the provisional cast on? There are two methods. You can either unravel the stitches and pick the stitches up as you go, or you can insert the needle into the stitches beforehand and then unravel. So find the end of the provisional cast on with the little knot on one end, and then you have to pick apart the very first stitch, and from here you should be able to unravel the chain stitches one at a time, and then go really slowly, and this will free one stitch here. Oops, see if I already messed it up. One stitch, and then you can unravel the next stitch and pick that up as well. And as you can see, this is a bit tricky and you might risk losing the stitches. And what you can do instead is you can go into either the left or the right loop of every single stitch here. So I'm picking the right loop here, like so. And then you can unravel. And I feel this method is so much securer, but if you prefer unraveling it one stitch at a time, you can do so as well. So what happens if unraveling doesn't work for whatever reason? Maybe you accidentally split a yarn, or the yarn is too fuzzy, or whatever else. Well, then you pick up the stitches like I showed you, and then I would cut the tail like so, and then you can go in with your crochet hook or a spare needle and undo them one at a time, like so. So you undo the chain stitches one at a time. Now, and then you can try and see if it works again. Now sometimes you might have split a yarn, then even undoing them one at a time doesn't work either. And what you have to do then is you will have to spread the stitches out and then take a pair of scissors and go in here and cut it. Like really be careful so you don't cut your first row, but as you can see, there will be a little loop here and it's not connected to your first row, so you can cut that and you can go into that stitch and cut it as well. And then you can pick the provisional cast on apart one stitch at a time. This will take quite a lot of time, but sometimes unraveling just doesn't work and you have to do it like that. And one last thing, you might be wondering how to knit a provisional cast on in the round, and here's the good news. It's exactly the same technique. So you crochet a simple chain stitch around your double pointed needles and then distribute it to 4 needles instead of just 1. It might be easier to start with 1 needle and crochet everything to 1 needle and then slip it to your double pointed needles. And for actually joining in the round, I recommend you slip the last 3 or 4 stitches from the last needle to the first, and thereby already creating a round. What you can also do is you can knit the first round flat, and then for the second round you slip it to your double pointed needles and only then join in the round. Either works. I happen to like this version better. Anyway, I really hope I was able to show you how to knit a provisional cast on using a crochet hook. Please give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, comment with your questions or your feedback, and of course consider subscribing to my channel in case you don't want to miss any new videos. Happy knitting and enjoy the rest of your day!